Edgar Allan Poe, celebrated for his expertise in the eerie and his groundbreaking contributions to American Gothic literature, has undeniably each a profound impact on the worlds of poetry and short stories. Within his repertoire of lesser-known works resides A Silence, a very short story indeed, but spellbinding, mysterious and mystical. This prose poem is a fable told to the narrator by a demon. Before delving into the interpretation of A Silence, it is imperative to comprehend the poem's structural and stylistic elements. Poe's adeptness at conjuring a dark and somber ambience is immediately evident from the very outset. The poem is meticulously crafted into 6 quatrains, each adhering to a AB rhyme scheme. This unwavering structure bestows a semblance of order upon the poem, a stark counterpoint to the tumultuous and disconcerting themes it explores. The utilization of quatrains also facilitates Poe's articulation of his ideas with a degree of restraint, accentuating the theme of silence through both form and content. At the heart of A Silence lies the theme of isolation and solitude. Poe was no longer grappling with the concept of solitude in his works, and this poem is no exception. He characterizes silence as a shadow, simply suggesting that it is a constant companion, albeit a sinister one. The notion that silence can be stifling and isolating permeates the poem, a recurring motif in Poe's literary repertoire. Within the verses of A Silence, silence is depicted as a formidable force capable of stifling speech and communication. Poe writes,
the words of sorrow and of death,"
underlining the notion that silence can be so overwhelming that it renders words meant to express sorrow and death utterly meaningless. This theme underscores the idea that silence can wield more influence than language in particular circumstances. Mortality surfaces as another prominent theme in Poe's works, and it finds its voice in A Silence as well. The poem's closing lines allude to the possibility that in death, there might be liberation from the suffocating silence of life. Poe writes,
"For the dead may feel no pain, overhead, above, beneath,"
hinting at the prospect of peace and release in the afterlife. Silence is persistently portrayed as a shadow that hunts and envelops. This imagery engenders a sense of unease, as shadows are often associated with the unknown and disconcerting. It reinforces the concept that silence is not just the absence of sound, but a looming presence with an identity of its own. The poem also alludes to whispering boughs that shrink and shudder to confess. In this portrayal, the boughs symbolize the natural world's response to silence. They are personified as if they are hesitant to acknowledge or vocalize the silence, adding an eerie quality to the poem. The concluding lines of a poem allude to death as a door, implying a transition from the realm of silence to an alternate existence. This symbolism conveys the notion that death might offer respite from the oppressive silence of life, introducing a glimmer of hope into otherwise melancholic atmosphere. A Silence by Edgar Allan Poe is a poem that plunges into the profound and enigmatic essence of silence. Through its exploration of themes such as isolation, the power of language, and the potential for solace in death, it offers a rich and thought-provoking contemplation of this often overlooked facet of human existence. Poe's skillful use of vivid imagery and symbolism establishes a haunting ambience that lingers in the reader's mind, while the emotional depth of the poem invites introspection about the role of silence in our lives. Although a silence may not enjoy the same level of recognition as some of the poet's other works, it serves as a testament of his enduring capacity to capture the intricacies of a human experience through his literary prowess.